And welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Last time we got the ticket to Keel Hall Key, I suppose you could say. And we also accepted a trouble from Mayor Dower in Twilight Town to deliver a routing slip to members of the Silver Club, which are a bunch of old people. So now the slip needs to go to the Mayor of Petalburg. Also, I do know that there are star pieces we can get in Bogly Tree, but I'm gonna save that for later because there are quite a few that we missed, so it'll take a little bit to actually find them all. In the meantime, we shall go to Petalburg, where, luckily for us, the Petalburg ones will take no time at all, so we might as well just pick them up while we're there. Because they're literally right where we need to be anyway, so we might as well just go the extra mile. First of all, near the entrance to East Pell Meadows, there we go, we have a hidden panel that, using a spin jump, we can uncover, just like in the original game. And one I for some reason missed is a star piece right here. No clue why I never checked that. There's also one more star piece we can get, but we might as well talk to Krook first, just for the sake of time. What can I do for you, young man? Murphy? Silver Club approval slip, is that from the puny elder? That old so-and-so? That reminds me that super blood pressure gauge I borrowed from her was great. Since I'm the last one to sign this, it just needs to go back to Twilight Town's mayor. But I seem to have caught a bit of a cold. Can you take it to that Twilight Town mayor? Okay, so it's all signed, sealed, delivered. So one more we need to get right where we were like 2 episodes ago. Not 2 episodes ago, that was just trouble before the last chapter. There we go. Last star piece of Petalburg. There are only 2 actually, so that's awfully convenient actually. And we only have to deal with 2. So I'm not gonna cut this out because this episode would be really short otherwise. This episode's gonna be short because we don't have much to do, to be honest. Just star pieces, a few star pieces here and there, and also probably introduce something else. Just a little bit of a warning. The star pieces of Rogueport will be very sporadically taken care of. The first batch will be taken care of in Chapter 6's prologue, and the sewer ones will be taken care of in Chapter 7's prologue because we need an item that we can't get until Chapter 7. Hint, hint. So, yeah, it's gonna be a little while until we actually see those, but oh yeah, we did see that. Also, just to check in with this guy. Oops, wrong button. Timing tutor is really good for new players, and stopwatches are good for certain enemies, but new mileage may vary. They're sort of sporadic in terms of how they work. But actually an important secret that we can get right away, that is not a star piece, is not in this house. Great. But again, I'm not too concerned about taking my time this episode because this would be really short otherwise. I may run out of things to do by the end of the episode, maybe like a 9-minute episode, depending on how well things go. In this Morose Rider's backyard, I suppose you could call it, is a Shine Sprite. You may be thinking to yourself, why do we need Shine Sprites? We have maxed out all of our party members. Well, I think it's safe to say at this point that Bobbery might join us at some point. Plus, we still haven't gotten the elusive Ultra rank, which is usually a thing in these games. So, it's safe to say that we will be needing a lot of Shine Sprites in the near future. Okay. Here we go. Let's just do a quick... Oh, this house is really important in the story, actually, so we can't actually go in there. This links back to West Rogueport. This is part of the reason why I don't want to do the sewer Shine Sprites until a little bit later, once we can clear out that pillar. So, In any case, let's just head to Twilight Town, and we have 1 star piece so we can actually get there. I think this is actually one of our last stops to Twilight Town, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we actually ever come back here, and it's frankly kind of out of the way. So I think I will go ahead and get the creepy steeple ones as well, and also the last one that we haven't gone in town is right here. So I think after this quest, I'll just cut to getting the star pieces of Twilight Town, Twilight Trail, and Creepy Steeple, because it's so out of the way. We got the golden leaf, so that really means we don't have to do a whole lot. We discussed longevity secrets and the like, you know. Maybe you'll join us in 20 years. Yeah, sure. Mario never ages, so that'd be a little bit of a problem. But in any case, I guess we are going to meet back at Twilight Trail, no doubt. While we collect the star pieces of Twilight Town, Twilight Trail, and the Creepy Steeple, I should point out that I did some research off-screen and discovered that there, first of all, are 100 star pieces in the game, exactly the amount needed to trade for badges from an NPC we will be seeing very shortly, and also that the Ultra Hammer, once we finally get it, cannot flip panels, so you actually have to spin jump. Now, without further ado, here are the remaining star pieces, and also a few tattles thrown in for the Buzzy Beetles, which we could not tattle because Goombella wasn't in our party at the time. And then we'll meet back in front of the Trouble Center to take on the last trouble. Now that we've gotten the star pieces of Twilight Towns through Creepy Steeple, we will continue with the troubles, starting with an elusive, anonymous trouble, which could be fraught with danger. Except it's not, because reasons. I can't say why, because we'll find out in like 5 seconds. But it's actually totally not dangerous, and it's actually a really easy quest, albeit a very time-consuming quest. So, yeah, not crazy about this one. I apparently also have trouble going around stair railings. That's good to know. Let's stop into the badge store really quickly and to see that the second clerk is actually not here. That's a little bit suspicious if I do say so myself, but the reason is she's right here. Let's see. Wow, kiss up much. Let me get right to it, okay? I've done all I can to find this one elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. The badge is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that much I'm sure. I went to check that room after I heard you defeated Hooktail, but nothing. I did hear rumors that to find this badge, one has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means though. Anyway, look for it, okay? Can do. I'm sure Goombella has some snarky quip in response to that, but I forgot to tattle her. Okay, we're not going to immediately cut to it, because there is actually a star piece that's at the very entrance to the castle, so I'm not gonna bother cutting it since the video's like 7 minutes anyway. Also, we need to go over here, because, well, there's actually a shiny sprite up there. Sadly, we cannot get it. I don't know if you can trick it out with a spin jump either. This is Dazzle, whom I don't think we've actually spoken to yet. He replaces Merlot. In that, basically, he offers a ton of badges. Quick change, I would normally get, except it takes like 6 BP in this game, which is a lot. So, unfortunately, we're not actually going to be getting that. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I think quick change is better in the first Paper Mario game though, because partner flexibility is a little bit lacking in that particular game compared to this one. I think it's a little bit easier to get by with just one partner. There's a boat panel, can't do anything with that for now, so let's just move on. And there's a house back there, we'll have to check that out at some point once we can get a boat of some sorts. Yeah, we've gotten all the star pieces, if I recall correctly, in Pell Meadows, Pellberg, but we haven't actually done Hooktail Castle. Yeah, we actually have another stop in Bogley Woods within 2 chapters, so I figured we might as well just save it for then. Just focus on a couple areas of star pieces so we don't go overboard with that. Okay, so we'll cut pretty shortly, but first I just wanted to collect the badge. Not the badge, the star piece, which is actually located right in here. All you have to do is flip this panel, and also the partner can't be standing on the panel, so that's another important thing to note when trying to flip over panels. But in any case, we have to go to the very top of Hooktail Castle, where we fought Hooktail, which, if you may recall, was kind of time consuming. So we shall meet back there in just a moment. Now that we're back in Hooktail's room, if we go straight right, we'll eventually hit a wall. So that's our cue to use Flurry to remove another invisible thingy, as it's called by Punio. And we get the attack FXB. As always, these are actually free. Also, we can't equip it because it's technically not ours yet. So that kind of sucks. But basically, it changes the sound effect. I honestly cannot remember what it actually changes it to in my GameCube. Just made a weird clicking sound, so maybe I should investigate that. And also head back down to Rogueport, which should take a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I don't know. In any case, I'll meet you back at Rogueport. And we're back to the roof of Rogueport. As advertised, or promised would be the better word, Goombella surprisingly... Oh, there we go. It's weird that she's the anonymous requester, the super secret badge. Okay, so let's give her the super secret badge. Certainly the badge I was looking for, oh my, yes. Now my sweet. Promised to hear me out without getting mad. You see, I was the one who hit the badge. It was a little game of mine. I have to apologize, but I knew you would find it, my husband. Okay. It's just a little bit awkward. Everyone flirts with Mario in this game, I think. Like, all the ladies, for some reason, really like Mario. This is a little bit off-putting, to be honest. Trying to find lots of badges that way, don't you think? Now about that reward. Take this badge that you managed to find, but I expect you to lead me to more. Okay, so we have to deal with the elephant in the room, which is the fact that Miss Mouse is actually in one area in which this game is actually worse than the original game. Miss Mouse can slap enemies in battle, so that's nothing new. But her main field ability is sniffing out treasure. This can also be used to sniff out star pieces. Unfortunately, to me, compared to the panel finder, whatever that was called in Paper Mario, this mouse is a lot harder to use because, well, think about it. You have to actually stop and physically sniff every time to actually find, like, star pieces. Also, the direction she faces is where the star piece would be. I know for a fact that this one is actually behind Zesty's house. So, we might as well just demonstrate. So yeah. Wait, what? I thought... Oh, there we go. And then if we sniff right here, then she freaks out. If we try it again... See, this is just a lot harder than the panel finder from the original. But in any case, we're actually going to take a little breather for now, as I am going... Oh yeah, I also bought the attack FXG from that guy. So let's try the G first. And now the B. So before we actually go to the next chapters, what I was trying to say, we are actually going to, or I'm actually going to do the first half of the Pit of 100 Trials to get a very good item from the 50th floor. And then I'll cut back once I actually get to the 50th floor. But it's gonna be a while, so I'm, for now, going to cut it, because I do plan to show the Pit of 100 Trials in its entirety. No movers, just straight through all the floors, at some point. Post Let's Play, after the main series is over. So for now, I'm just going to cut to floor 50. All rested up, so we're ready to face our next adventure. So we finally made it to the 50th floor. I actually tackled some enemies that we aren't supposed to have actually seen yet. They are the Lava Bubble, the Bulky Bomb, both of which we'll be seeing next chapter, and the Poison Pokey, which we won't be seeing until chapter 6. So expect me, once we get to chapter 5, like halfway through chapter 5, to completely forget that I tattled them and be completely surprised by the fact that they're already tattled. In any case, let's open this, and we get the strange sack that allows us to carry 20 items. In addition, on floor 10 you get the Sleepy Stomp, floor 20 when you get the Fire Drive, which we already picked up from the one quest, Pine Tea Jr. On floor 30 you get the Zap Tap, which is one of, if not the best item from chapter 5 that you could possibly have. And on chapter 40, floor 40, you get the Pity Flower, which is not something I ever use. On the way down, I actually gained 3 levels, which went to BP, then HP, then FP. And I am saying it in that order as a reminder to myself that next time is BP. So yeah, we're definitely equipping the Zap Tap. So here's what our stats are looking like. Got a lot of money from that. But in any case, next time, we will be setting off to Kill Hall Key at long last, now that all the side quests are mostly taken care of. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Also, apparently there's a star piece right here. Now we're ending, so for real, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.